I had thought that I had found everything relevant from Whoever Dies with the Most Toys Wins, but this guy eluded me because he was on somebody unexpected. This was the cloak that was on the snitch in Whoever Dies with the Most Toys Wins. The cloak itself was just a spared Luke Jedi cloak that I darkened with some Rit dye, and the figure underneath was a walrus man with a Bespin gas mask on and some black modeling clay. Sometime in the 90s, I put it on this guy. In case you don't recognize that particular version of Snaggletooth, he is from the Starbar skit on the Richard Pryor show.
There ain't no dancing allowed in here.
I made a custom of Richard Pryor, obviously from Orlando in the Power of the Force 2 era, and I felt he needed a companion piece, and looking around my spare parts, this was who I was able to make. If you happen to go looking for this skit today, be advised there is a racial slur in that scene that was not bleeped in 1970s television. On the one hand, it is spoken by Richard Pryor himself, so I guess they were like, well, who's going to get offended at that? I really regret using spray sealant on some of these figures of that era because they collect dust like nobody's business. I did have to sew on the apron for the Richard Pryor figure, so that was kind of a test outside of my skills. You may notice Chalman, the Wookiee proprietor, some other Cantina customs that I found in the same bag where I found these guys. And on the Snaggletooth end of things, a little blue and a big red. A design of mine predating the Stan Solo version of the figure. This one was a resin copy of Blue Snaggletooth legs that a pen pal of mine sent me. You can kind of see where there were gaps and bubbles, and he filled them in with super glue. But yeah, so other people besides me later made big reds, but I don't know of anybody that's made a little blue. So anyway, there is the cloak that was in Whoever Dies with the Most Toys Wins. Thank you for watching.